everywhere. It's beautiful, it's magical, motherly love everywhere. There are no fears, no fights and tears, no past, no future plans. How does it look like in heaven? How would it feel to be there? And would you believe that heaven can be here and everywhere? Open your hands and feel the cool breeze on top of your head. It gives you peace, sweet harmony. It changes destinies. How does it look like in heaven? I think you already know.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining tonight. Let's get ready for a very simple meditation. At a quick look, since that we have nobody brand new, let's take a deep breath in, hold it inside, both hands wide open, resting on our lap. And we can start by calming ourselves, looking at the images that we are sharing. We let go of any thoughts. We let them fall. Like leaves that have to go, have to be released. Let's pay attention to what we feel in our palms. These images transmit energy, the innocence of Mother Earth. They were captured by your yogi friend. Let's just absorb them. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and slowly we'll let it out. If you had a difficult day and maybe you didn't get a chance to do the bandhan, we can do the bandhan collectively. Let's try to follow the pace of the following affirmations. So we look into the center of the left palm, the right hand moves around the left. Let's keep looking into the center of the left palm. Above the head, we do one knot. We let both hands fall down. And let's make a clear checking of the entire left channel, the left arm, the left side of the body, the Ida Nadi, the channel of pure desire, ideally pure desire and pure emotions, but we know that it caters all our emotions, all our conditionings, the past. Everything can be felt in the left palm and along the left side of the body. Now let's invite Mother Kundalini to rise. We take the left hand upwards, the right hand moves along around it. Above the head, we do like 2 knots, showing to Mother Kundalini that this time the attention will be on the right channel, the channel of action, mental and physical action. The doing, the planning, the creativity, the future embedded within us. We surrender it to Mother Kundalini. And then we invite Mother Kundalini to rise for the last time. Left hand can follow, looking into the center of the left palm. We do the 3 knots above the head. So Mother Kundalini knows that our attention is on the central channel. We let both hands relax in our lap. We can unite them in Namaste in front of the chest. Let's remain a few seconds with the attention there. Remind ourselves that we want to be in balance, complete balance. We want to be connected. That's our desire. Connection and spiritual growth. For this, we need to surrender our entire being to the cosmic power that knows it all, that can do the clearing for us. So let's relax both hands in our lap. Have the attention on our entire body, from the seat level to the top of the head, both arms. Let's have full attention on the entire body. We know that we've invited Kundalini to flow like cool rivers, upstream rivers. Our tree of life is nurtured by Kundalini energy. And now let's protect the 7 chakras. We start from the left. With the right hand, we draw up above our head, then down on the right hand side. Then we return, make sure that the right hand goes above the head, drawing a rainbow. This was for protecting the first chakra, the root chakra, Muladhara. Now let's draw the second protective rainbow back and forth. Attention can follow the second chakra at the hips level, Svadhisthana chakra. Then we draw above, back and forth with the attention on the belly button area, on the Nabi chakra, and we can even pay attention to the larger area between the sternum bone on both sides and the hips, the void area. Now let's take the next protective arch. This is for the heart chakra, anahat. The entire chest is protected. We know that we have the three hearts, left, center, and right. Aspects. And now we take the next protective arch, back and forth. That's for the Vishuddhi chakra. Then we draw the protective rainbow back and forth for the seventh, the last chakra. So we're done for Agya, and then the last one is for Sahasrara chakra, 7 protective rainbows. And then we can unite again, both hands in Namaste. Make sure that they absolutely, this gesture is meaningful, is powerful. So both hands are perfectly matching each other. The left and right channels are in equilibrium. Namaste. Let's relax both hands in our lap. Take a deep breath in. If you are already deep inside, relaxed, thoughtless, keep it that way, eyes closed, attention inside. If you feel that you need a few more moments to establish yourself in the present moment, to let go of everything, you can still rely on the beauty, the innocence, the energy of the Canadian fall in the images that we are sharing. But make sure that there is no reaction. Just feel that you open more and more. So those will facilitate. These images will facilitate the complete opening of the heart chakra and Vishuddhi chakra. The same energy that nurtures Mother Nature flows through us. Let's relax both palms, the fingers truly relaxed. Trust what you are feeling in the palms, in your body. Now definitely let's keep our eyes closed. Complete attention inside. And even if the thoughts are trying to lead you astray, there is no need to fight them. Place your attention above the head, on the palms, and even talk to yourself. Just say, I'm not these thoughts. I'm not. I let them go. For the next minute or so, let's face ourselves. So we are totally collective because our Kundalini is already connected to each other and to the cosmic being. But let's face our inner being. Be patient with ourselves and remain for 1 minute. No need to look at the watch. One of us will continue, but let's be in complete silence. The energy can be felt. So today we'll keep it very simple. We'll remain in meditation and we'll compare what we feel while we are listening to Shri Mataji's talk. There is a special treat as we've started and we've shared only photographs from the Canadian Fall. We will share Talk of Shri Mataji offered in Canada many years back. So we'll learn like little children. Before we do that, let's press with the right hand on the heart, on the left side of the chest. Just press the right hand there. See if we can sit straight. If the spine line is straight. And let's say 12 times with full conviction. Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. Let's say 12 times. As the heart chakra has 12 petals, 12 subplexuses. With each affirmation, we trust that every petal is nourished and awakened. So we say, Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and slowly let it out. Let's take the right hand further away from the heart, in front of the heart, but a bit away. Let's see if we can feel any kind of energy coming out from the chest area, entering to the right palm, or even any kind of energy, any kind of sensation that we feel inside the chest, that it's different than before. And now let's press the right hand back on the heart. And this time we'll say 7 times, Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit, not just the body, nor the mind, nor the emotions. So we'll say this 7 times with full conviction. Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit, not just the body, nor the mind, nor the emotions. Again, when we finish, we can take the right hand a little bit away from the chest. Let's see if anything has changed further or is about the same. Also, let's pay attention to what we feel in the left hand that is resting on the lap. We said it 7 times because the spirit that resides in the left Heart Chakra has 7 auras. This is how it communicates with the 7 chakras. Let's relax the shoulders. Now let's massage with the right hand the left neck and shoulder area. We can turn the head to the right, to the opposite corner. It's easier. The right hand can massage it profoundly. Then we can place it firmly right there. We can reach as much as we can with the fingers from the right palm at the back of the neck. And here we'll say a few times, Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. I am the pure spirit. I respect myself as the pure spirit. That's what I am. I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, I surrender to you all guilt, all relationships, anything that is hidden from the past. I let you clear it, purify it completely. That's all yours. Thank you. We can kind of get rid of whatever the left hand collected by creating this friction between the left and the right hand, like wiping the hands of each other towards Mother Earth. Let's sit straight again. This time we'll take the right hand, we'll place it on the forehead, lean our head towards Mother Earth, while the right hand is supporting the head. Let's say 3 times, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone, including myself. I forgive everyone's mistakes and mine. I forgive the past, the reactions, the attachments, all this heaviness. It's yours to handle, no longer mine. You can take the right hand. You might feel an immediate relief or coolness if you really said it from the heart. If you feel still heat or heaviness, that means that it's really helpful to say it again, or even say the Lord's Prayer. It's the most powerful mantra for the Agya Chakra. And now let's take the right hand, place it at the back of the head, same level with the eyes, and we'll lean backwards. So the right hand will support the head. Our face will be facing the sky, eyes closed, attention inside. Just feel the complete surrender. Our entire being is opening up. It's like cracking up towards the sky, towards the universe. Like we don't want to hide anything. We cannot hide anything from this all-pervading power that creates everything, that created each of us. And here we can say, Mother Kundalini, please connect me to the power of the universe that embraces me every moment. I ask for forgiveness from all my heart without any guilt. Just with complete love and openness and surrender, I ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me for whatever I have done wrong. Knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. Thank you. I trust, completely trust that I am forgiven. Thank you. Namaste. Let's sit straight again, but relaxed, like a tall tree that knows its power and it's ready to give, to offer. With complete humbleness. Attention on the top of the head, from there on our entire body, and we can just talk to the all-pervading power, divine power. You have all of us, each of us and all of us in your embrace. Please purify us. Nourish us so we can grow. Now let's take the right hand, we place it on the top of the head, on the crown chakra. We place it flat, and we can bow the head towards Mother Earth. It's so much easier to apply pressure. Make sure the fingers from the right hand will not touch the head. And let's apply pressure and move the scalp towards left, then forward, right, back. It's like we open a lid. Our head, the top of the head becomes a lid, and we want to open it. And here we can say, Mother Kundalini, please rise and open my crown chakra completely. Mother Kundalini, please rise and open my crown chakra completely. Please give strength to my self-realization. We take the right hand above the head. We follow it with the attention while it goes further and further away. Let's rest both hands. Keep the attention inside. There are no thoughts. Let's remain still until we listen the talk of Shri Mataji, and we can feel our vibration still.
Of truth. I bow to all the seekers of truth. At the very outset, we have to understand that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it. We cannot organize it. And we cannot know it at human awareness. If we had known the truth at human awareness, there would have been no problem. There would have been no second opinion. And there would have been no quarrel, no problems. And we all would have been in the realm of peace and joy. But what we see today, that we are moving towards some sort of a derailment, and we do not know where we are going. And what is the end of our civilization? These are modern times and special times where so many are aware of this kind of a destructive force working on us. And suddenly they have become alerted and they want to know what is beyond it, what is the truth. As I've already stated, that you cannot know the truth at human awareness. Of course, whatever I'm going to tell you, you have to keep an open mind about it. Like scientists, you must listen to me as if it's some sort of a hypothesis. But if I prove it, then I'm sure, as honest people, you have to accept, because it is for your benevolence, it is for the benevolence of this country, benevolence of the whole world. It's a understanding that I want you to be at, that we have to know something more about ourselves and about the whole collective problem that is today before us. So the knowledge that I'm going to give you about is the knowledge of the roots. You have the knowledge of the tree. That civilization has grown like a very, very big tree. And if we do not know our roots, this civilization can be completely destroyed. In the eyes of the divine, nobody is divided like Indians, Canadians, English. They are all the same creation of the divine power. Now we talk of God, we talk of love. I was reading God is love. Now by saying that, why should people believe you? Is there God or not? Is it true or not? We have to establish it. We have to prove it. And unless until we prove it, it is not going to be accepted by the progeny. Nobody is going to take it as if some sort of a blind faith, all right, you are born in this religion, so you follow it. Whether it is Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, or anything. So we have to awaken ourselves into that new awareness by which we can know the absolute truth, and we can know that divine power which is surrounding us. All these compartments that we have made around ourselves will break, and we'll see the dawn of a new era where you will know that all of us are capable of achieving that great height of awareness. Of course, you cannot pay for it. Nowadays, there are so many in the market who are selling divine gifts. You cannot sell it. As Christians, we have to realize that Christ didn't sell anything. On the contrary, he took a big hunter to hit the people who are selling things at the gate of the temple. So those people who are selling or marketing things cannot be anywhere near divinity, because divine doesn't know money. Money is a creation of human beings. And this is where I fail to see in the West a response to Sahaja. Actually, people told me that we cannot understand anything which does not require money. We have to little bit get out of this and understand that divine cannot be purchased, cannot be sold. It is just to be enjoyed. There is a system built in within us. I don't know if they have shown. Yes, it is here. Inside ourselves, there is a very beautiful system built in during our evolutionary process. One by one, gradually it was built in within us, and that is how now we have become human beings. Now there's a very little more gap that we have to cross over so that we jump into that new awareness. As they must have told you about, that there is a power within us which is called as Kundalini, and if it is awakened, it passes through 6 centers, piercing through our fontanelle bone area, and gives you self-realization. Meaning, like, this instrument is here, and unless and until it is connected to the mains, it has no meaning. In the same way, we are to be connected to that force which has created us. And that has to be extremely simple, because it is so vital. Like our breathing is so important, so it is so vital, and it is absolutely free. We don't have to go and read books for that. Especially happening of this Kundalini is an extremely easy thing, and it works out very fast. And in thousands and thousands of people, it has worked. And I'm sure in Canada, it has to work. It is rather the desire to become a self-realized soul than anything else that is important. If you have a strong desire to be connected with that divine power by which you know absolute truth, that's all is needed, and it works so fast, because this power is the power of pure desire. All our desires that we see are not satiable in general. One desire gets satisfied, we run after another. Another desire gets satisfied, we run after another. So now there is a desire within us which, if satisfied, then we get the satisfaction that we wanted. With this awakening of the Kundalini, which has been worked out now for 18 years, because I've been working for the last 18, I should say 20 years as such, because I started my work in 1970. We have seen that people get cured of incurable diseases. How does it happen that these centers, which are the sources of energy within us, are exhausted when we use them too much, either on the left or on the right? As a result, that exhaustion causes physical, mental, emotional diseases from which we suffer. So now supposing you have any physical disease, that physical disease can be cured if energy is supplied to that part of the body. So when the Kundalini rises, this center gets nourished, which is being exhausted. And when the Kundalini is connected to the mains, all the time the energy is flowing within you, you get all right. And there are diseases which are somatic, and there are diseases which are psycho. That is, the diseases are caused by, supposing you go to a wrong guru, there will be a problem. a person who spoils your psyche. There are so many ways these days we spoil our psyches, drugs and other things that we do. It spoils the psyche and persons start going into the habit of getting more and more dominated by those habits. So when the Kundalini rises, she brings the attention in the center by which the left side habits are cured. And so your psychic troubles are also cured. Your habits are cured. And then there is another type of disease we have that we call as psychosomatic. These are the diseases like cancer, say AIDS, all viruses, all kinds of multiple sclerosis and all such diseases. They are also caused by the imbalance in your attention, by the imbalance in your being. So when you come into balance, these can be cured very easily without taking any medicines, without going to any doctor, without doing anything special. The whole system is built in within you which works it out. But you have to take it up seriously, because supposing you have to go for medicine, I don't know what is the course here is, but in India if you have to do medicine, you have to put in really 14 to 15 years, precious 14, 15 years of life to get only a graduation. But for this you don't have to. Because once the Kundalini rises and you get balanced, and then you feel the joy and the peace within yourself, gradually you settle down and you become a master. You become yourself knowledgeable, because on your fingertips you start feeling the cool breeze. And you can feel it in another person. What's the matter with his chakras, or what is the problem he's facing on your fingertips. And it's all said in Quran. Imagine, Muhammad Sahib has said that at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak. Of course, the Muslims are not worried about the future part. They want to just talk about the past and they don't want to think of resurrection. Same about the Christians. Christ has said, I will send you the Holy Ghost, but they are not looking out for Holy Ghost. Same about Hinduism. In every religion, it is said that such and such time will come when you will get your self-realization. But people are not looking for that, because those who are in charge are money-oriented, and they want to mislead you by saying that if you don't do this, you are a sinner. If you don't do that, that is a sinner. But they don't give any solutions to the problem. And there is a very big solution within us, this one. And that really helps us to overcome all this ignorance which is created by vested interest. Now, this Kundalini, when it rises, it, as I told you, it solves your physical, mental, emotional problems. Also, it solves your social problems, because you start understanding the relationship of other people. Like now you are sitting here and there's no light. We don't know how we relate to each other. But when there is light, we can see for ourselves how we are related, how we are treading on others' freedom, how we are behaving, and the whole thing becomes a very enlightening experience. And that enlightenment is not harsh, it's beautiful, it is love. And then you realize that you have got the power to feel like a computer the absolute truth. You can feel it on your fingertips. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with others? Now, if you know how to correct it, you are all right. Not only that, but you become a powerful personality, a dynamic personality, without feeling any tension about it. Tension comes because you have imbalances. But when you are balanced, and when you are connected to the mains, and all the time the energy is flowing into you, there is no question of tensions. You have no tensions, and you are in a joyous condition. Because you become self-realized, means you become the truth. That is, that you are the spirit. You become the spirit. And when you become the spirit, as it is said, is a fact that is the source, first of all, of knowledge. Like a person comes, say, it's happening, I have seen many people who came from jail, have no credibility of any kind. They wear some sort of a funny dress, appear in the square, and people just start calling him a guru. And such a guru starts minting money out of you, and headlong people go towards that person and think it is a very big thing. Another one comes and says that I'm such and such and I have these powers and that power. You just believe into that person, pay him money and get lost. Like these, there are no norms to find out what is the truth, what is not the truth. But of course, you can find out one thing, that a person who takes money, how can he be related to God? How can he be related to divine? Anything that works on money cannot be relationship with God. Of course, now for example, this hall has to be, say, hired. All right, the Canadian Sajogis, we have many, have hired it. Formerly, in the beginning, I used to hire them, but now they are hiring it. That's a different point. But for self-realization, you cannot pay. That happening is absolutely a living process of our evolution. And this evolution that we are at a human level, we haven't paid anything. So why should we pay for anything that is beyond this? It's a living process of a living energy of a living God. So one has to understand first of all that at a very ordinary level also that you cannot pay for God. You cannot pay for divine. You cannot purchase it. And the second is you cannot put in an effort. It is an effortless happening. Just like sprouting of a seed, it is an effortless happening which takes place, and when it takes place, then you just know yourself. You certify yourself. You don't have to have others to certify that this is this, this is that. And you don't take false certificate. For example, somebody might say, all right, I am born again. By taking such a certificate, you do not become. It's not that any organization can give a certificate. It's a state of being. You have to be that in that state. Only, honestly, you have to be that. Otherwise, just to say that I am such and such is cheating yourself. What's the use? It's not going to help you. It's not going to help others. So first of all, you must understand that it is the becoming that is important. It is not what people are saying about themselves, talking about themselves. Like there are some people the other day I met who were selling lots of Gita. I asked, what's the use of reading Gita? It's all bookish knowledge. To read Gita also you have to have self-realization. Then I met some people who are selling Bible. Now we have been selling Bible for ages. What's the use? To read Bible also, to understand Christ also, you have to have self-realization. Otherwise you cannot understand what he's saying. And all of them have said one thing, that you must have your second birth. You are to be born again. But that again, one can use it as a placard saying we are born again. So we should not cheat ourselves. What's the use of cheating ourselves? Tomorrow some disease comes in, some trouble comes in. Tomorrow our children take to drugs or do something wrong. They go and murder people, all kinds of violence. Then who is responsible? We, because we have avoided to know about the truth. And it is all there, built in within us. It's just there, which we have to have. So now the first quality of the spirit is that you become knowledgeable. Knowledgeable about anything. For example, somebody says there is no God. Say in Russia I went, of course Russians are somehow or other, I don't know, the government may be horrible, but the people are really, their attention is so good that they just touched it. And thousands, you won't believe that in Moscow I never had less than 14,000 people. Or in Leningrad, same thing. In Kyiv I had nothing less than 5,000 to 6,000 people. And the government itself took it so seriously that, they invited about 600 doctors. I read it in the paper, they have put only 300 because it may sound big, but the fact is about 600 doctors came in and 200 great scientists who have done Sputnik and all that. And they all, surprisingly, asked for one thing, Mother, give us realization. We want to have our self-realization. So what I feel, whatever I've read about Russian writers, is that there has been always a soul searching within themselves. If you read any one of them, you'll find there is a soul searching. And they find out, what am I doing? Is it correct? Why should I do it? What is the problem? And that soul searching within themselves is because they have no choices. Like we have here in our countries, all kinds of freedom. We waste our energy in finding out what breakfast we'll have, what lunch we'll have, what dinner we have, what sort of a blouse we should wear. I mean, such a lot of waste of energy is a joyless pursuit. While they don't have that chance. Not that they are not well off, I would say they dress up well, they have good clothes, they live well, they have all nice houses. Everybody who's married gets a house. But they always felt they are not free to get to their spirit. And that's what they were struggling. As soon as they saw me, there's no place for false gurus. Nobody wants them. When I spoke to them in one of the seminars, they had yoga seminar, when I walked out, everybody came out, and there were other gurus who had come, nobody was there in the hall to talk to them. They're so keen and so alert that they know that you cannot pay for it. And there's no hanky-panky about it. Just telling stories, this will happen, that will happen. And now, in all Eastern Bloc, you'll be surprised, Sahaja Yoga is spreading very fast. Bulgaria, we had 15,000 people. 15,000 people in Bulgaria. So you can imagine, I have to also go to Romania, I have not been there, but there are. Those Sahaja Yogis who went have written to me that they got 5,000 people. Sahaja Yogis got it. So you can imagine how fast they are moving. And a day may come, they might become very powerful people than we are. We have become weak. We have become very weak internally. Externally we have money, we have good roads, good telephones, everything. But internally we are weak. Because first of all, we cannot get over our habits. Secondly, there are all kinds of negative forces working on us. And we are so vulnerable, we do not know how to fight it out. So it's better that we become the spirit to know the knowledge, to have the knowledge about what is good and what is bad. And the second thing about spirit is that when it comes into your attention, you become enlightened. In the sense there is light and you see the truth. For example, you are standing with a snake in your hand, it's all darkness, you can't see. And I tell you it's a snake, please throw it away. But you will not listen to me. You will not say, why? It's what's wrong? I mean, many people have told me, what's wrong if you are doing this? What's wrong? Till that snake bites them, they'll hold it on. So then you put on the light. As soon as you put on the light, they drop the snake by themselves. This is what I say, that you become your own guru and you follow your own understanding with the light of the spirit within you, which is your own. But this enlightened attention works. It acts. You can close your eyes and find out about anyone what's the matter with that person. And if you know how to cure that person, it can work out. You do not know how this divine power works. This all-pervading divine power is the most efficient government, the most efficient, we can call the housewife, the most efficient father, mother, everything. Anything that you need is done so beautifully that you are amazed. And so many miracles happen that you are amazed, what have I done? Why am I so much blessed? I had asked people to write about their miracles because they used to write letters after letters and I had no time to write. So I said, you write to somebody about the miracles and let him take out a book. Now the pile has gone up this way and he's lost in that pile. He says, Mother, now what am I to do? It's such a lot. So we have to know that we are special people. Human beings are like the epitome of the evolution. And that a little more is going to give you the meaning of what you are. So this enlightened attention makes you aware of your powers also, by which you can give realizations to others. You can correct them, you can cure them, and you can give them peace and joy as you have the joy. Now you see these people, they are mostly Canadians here or Americans. Now to teach one sentence of English is very easy. and to teach the whole of English also is easier. But to teach one word of Sanskrit is so difficult to the Englishman. They ruled us for 300 years. And we tried our level best to teach them some English. And whenever they would come up and speak something, we would say, what language are they speaking? We couldn't understand the language. So it is so very difficult to pronounce the Sanskrit as well as the Indian languages. But the way these people sing, in India people can't understand how they have picked up this difficult language, this difficult music, the difficult rhythm, how they have done it, and they sing. If you hear from outside, you won't believe they're Canadians who are singing. You'll think that just Indians, some very good singers from India are singing that. How have they got it? It is because of the new dynamism they have developed in their creativity. And we have so many artists and musicians who have really, as you say, touched the roof. They have hit the roof, like in their fame, in their success, in their creativity. So you become extremely creative, but you become very humble. You're not egoistical, you do not force your things onto others, but automatically, because you are so good that you shine. There are so many artists, especially in India, musicians, who have achieved great heights with Sahaja Yoga. And it has to work out everywhere that we should understand the essence of music and how it really suits human beings, by which you will, not for success, but it is just for expression you work out, but automatically it becomes successful. Now this is not only that I'm trying to lure you to some ideas, but what I'm trying to tell you that within you lies all these powers. And if you have not utilized, and if you have not made use of that, and then you are unhappy, nobody can help it. It is all there which you have to have. Now the Spirit gives you the knowledge of truth. Spirit gives your attention the light. And Spirit is the source of joy. As if you were getting drowned in the waves of your thoughts and worries and problems, suddenly you find you are in a boat and you are enjoying everything. And you are seeing it. When you see your problem, you can solve it better. And there is the divine power to solve all the problems that you have. Then you learn how to swim. You can jump into the same waves which have bothered you and save other people. And so a new dynamic personality you develop, because you become collectively conscious, about which Jung has written that now human beings will become collectively conscious. It is a consciousness which is expressed in our central nervous system, by which you can feel the other. Now, my hand, this hand, if it is hurt, the another hand can feel it. The whole body feels it and tries to help. Now, who is the other? When everybody is a part and parcel of the whole, who is the other? For example, we were going to have a program here, and you'll be amazed, we have people even from Austria who just came. They had holidays, so they just came running to help the Canadian people here, that they are very few, so better run down and help them. We have people all over the world. Sahaja Yoga is working in 40 countries. And when I went to Russia, it is so gratifying to know that the first people who came to Russia to help the Russians were 25 Germans. And the Germans so gentle, so beautiful. You won't believe that their forefathers fought with that horrible fellow Hitler. No, they are so gentle, so beautiful. And when I saw them working on these Russians with such love, with such attention, with such understanding, I felt another world is there existing, which is so beautiful and so nice. In one program, I don't know how much I can tell you about it. And we have here a proper ashram where you can go. We have here people who have their programs where you can go. But their complaints are that, Mother, when you come, I don't know what happens. They come to your program, all right. But after that, they never come and they get lost. I just don't know why is it so. Because what I can do today is like a sprouting of the seed. But after that, you have to grow into a tree. Unless and until you grow into the tree, is as the parable of Christ, that some fell on the rocky areas, some fell in the marshy areas. Like that, it should not be. It should be, it fell into areas where people prospered and became great trees. Let Canada take over. I think Americans, I'm quite disappointed. I don't know what's wrong with them. They only like falsehood. All the false gurus are prospering there, all kinds of false things they like. A lady is there, she brings a laser beam, puts some sort of a drama, and they are all attracted towards her. Can't understand. How can laser beam have anything to do with Kundalini? Kundalini doesn't understand these things. Nowhere in the ancient books written like this about Kundalini. But this lady is out of the blue, has started using all these tricks, and there are so many running after her, paying her money. She's built a big, huge amount of properties and things like that. And this is not the way to do it. While when I say I don't take money, they will immediately ask me, then what about who pays for your travel? Mostly my husband pays. No doctor has been paying. But you don't want me to pay for your salvation. Like if I go to Russia, they pay for my travel. The government pays for me. But otherwise, wherever I go, I have to pay for myself most of the time. But even then, they come to this that even when you eat your food, who pays for that? It is like this. So where they have to criticize, they do not. Where they don't have to criticize, they criticize. And headlong, thousands have gone to this TM business. Now this TM is another horrible thing that has killed so many people, has made them recluses. I have got so many patients from there who are suffering from all kinds of troubles. But people go headlong to such things, which has money, you have to pay such a lot, they don't mind. And as I belong to another life also, you must be knowing. In that life I find I just keep quiet listening to people and they say, oh, that guru is good, but he's very expensive. But he's quite good. He's expensive. So sort of a guru shopping is going on. We should not be stupid in life. Stupidity never pays, never pays. We have to be alert. God has given us brains to understand, and we should not waste our precious life, this human life, like this. I have to just tell you that I feel sometimes so unhappy. Even when I went to Russia and Eastern Bloc, I saw so many people getting realization and working it out, thousands of them. We don't know how to manage. The government is giving us all the help, everything. See, we don't know how to put them up in a big, say, in a stadium, always we had programs. So how to manage all that big group and how to create people who will go and work it out. It's such a problem for us. But in the West, I find people have no value for their life, no value at all. It's such a beautiful life just awaiting at your door, but we have no value. Waste it on useless things. I have to tell you as a mother that please be concerned about it. What's happening to our children? What's happening to our families? What's happening to our nation? This ecological problem, all these can be solved in no time once you reach that stage. And we have to have more people to reach that stage and to get to it. So may God bless you in this short time, whatever was possible, I have told you. I would like to also have some questions from you. But the questions should be relevant. I have not come here to take any money. I have not come here to take anything from you. I am not asking for votes. I am not a politician. I have come here to give you what you have. This is your own. This is your own property, which I have come to give you, to tell you about it. So it should be relevant and sensible. And I would like to answer your questions. And then
Hi everyone. So let's see what we feel in our hands, and it's a time to share a bit of what we feel, share with each other, and learn from each other. That would be really great. And I have a short surprise, like 1 minute surprise that it's very much tuned to today's theme of innocence, spontaneity, and it's just helping us to pay attention, to trust what we feel. Yes, you can unmute and speak up what you feel, or if you have any question. Um, and yes, the chat can be used for the chat can be used for feedback, absolutely. But it would be really nice to also hear your voices. I want to give you an example, a personal example. So maybe you remember what Shri Mataji was saying about that we reach the collective consciousness and we can feel others um, wherever they are. So recently, I received a message from a yogini that I know, like a sister yogini, who asked me for vibratory help because both her and her brother they got the COVID. So some of you might know that in Sahaja Yoga we also can help. We can transmit energy to a person, to a nation. Exactly what Shri Mataji was saying, that we become concerned, we become connected. So we can absolutely use the ether, use these elements, and use this connectivity and transmit positive energy, and we can feel each other. So I did a bandhan. We can do this at the next seminar to show you again. But I've done bandhan for both the sister and the brother. And for him, I felt cool. I didn't ask. So there are different types of bandhans. We will share with you. We have a video about each type of bandhans. But this bandhan was not to ask about their state, but I just felt to send them positive attention as well. I had my attention on them, so automatically, without me wanting to check exactly what they feel, without having the desire, the connection was clearly at the subtle level, so perfectly clear that I felt exactly both of them. So then I wrote back to her and I said, he's good, but pay attention to how you are, because I did not feel that you are okay. And actually it's very interesting because at that time she said, yeah, it's right, he's much better, he's almost done. But then for her, we had to keep her in our attention for about 2 weeks more to be out of the woods. So this example just came to me. It's a recent example how we can really help each other and strengthen each other and to trust the vibrations. So I will stop here. If anyone would like to share anything. And by the way, we'll continue with the questions and answers that Shri Mataji had with the seekers. maybe tomorrow during the class. So this talk, it's a long talk, but it's so rich. So we will segment it. Thank you, Kartikeya. Indeed, the power of abundance is truly remarkable, and the talk was really beautiful. Hello, Carmela.
Hello,
Rebecca?
everybody. The Shri Mataji talk was amazing. I just want to hear it over and over again. I am a perfect example of abundance from my brother and sister in Sahaja Yoga. I have an accident with 3 ribs broken. It was painful. We asked for the abundance, and in 4 days, I didn't need no medication. I get up by myself and just heal beautifully. Thank you. Like
That's so
4
beautiful.
days.
So you didn't need any medication. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Carmela, for sharing.
Yeah.
That's so nice to hear from you. Yes,
Everybody was
and that's why we
wondering for
record.
me.
Yes, and that's why we recorded this session. Honestly, from my heart, I wanted so much to share this talk. So we recorded this session, especially to share with everyone, so you can listen to Shri Mataji's talk. So and to make it easier, we'll split it in 3 sessions. So you, for the next 3
Yes.
sessions, we'll record, and you will have everything. Thank you, thank
I
you,
just
Rebecca.
loved it. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. No, I've seen that Rebecca also, you would like to say something. I've seen that you're unmuted.
Yes, it's nice to hear your voice, Carmela.
I love you, sister.
And thank you for that lovely clearing and meditation today, Iwana. When you say that there are different bandhans, I know we do the bandhan at the beginning, at the end, our usual. The other bandhana that you're referring to, is that the one where you just rotate around your hand?
Yes.
Are there different
And
ones from that as well?
there are different ones. So it's another one still in your hand, but it's like asking questions. So you can get answers. You'll get the truth about something or something else. Yeah, that's part of the exercise that we'll do at our next seminar. And I will ask, I don't know if Kartikeya can help or Shivangana, if you can. We have a recorded meditation on our YouTube channel. I think it's called Types of Bandhan. So you can see how we, for those that don't know how to do the bandhan, we have shown during a session, and it's very thorough. So that's one thing. And also, if you can find anything as an article on our website, would be good. Yeah, so we'll do that. So and there is also half a bandhan that we don't really do. Shri Mataji showed it once only. So that's what it is. And also sometimes when you do workshop, you can do like a bandhan when you work on somebody's chakras. So we will show that, but that's important to be shown, and it's important to trust when you really need it. So it's not just to try and apply everything, but the other one, when you work on somebody, even when you use the candle treatment, for instance, when you work on the left heart chakra, just to give an example, instead of doing rotations, you can do just like rainbows, like a bandhan, so different significances. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hope
I'll
it
have to
helped a
get to
little.
that next seminar.
Stay tuned. We keep saying we have like 2 of them planned, kind of semi-planned.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. I think I've seen also Yolanda that wanted to unmute it, but I don't want to put her on the spot. Anyone else? And thank you, Kartikeya. I think you shared something. It says something extremely, extremely essential. So anyone else that would like to say anything or share anything? Any question or what you felt? That would be really good to, it's good to learn from each other what we felt during the meditation, or if you felt any coolness at the heart when we did the clearing, that would be good.
Again, I started when you started doing the clearing and meditation, I started with cool breezes in my hands. And as we got into it, they went. The cool breezes left me and didn't come back. So I don't know. Maybe I was just cold at the beginning. I don't know.
No. There, it was a very, very pure cool breeze at the beginning. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Now, the more we came tonight, and I felt that some of us might have had blockages, so we might felt each other, and that's why we also wanted to have to be purified. So when Kundalini rises, absolutely, we might feel, if there is something to be released, of course, we feel what we call the catch. We can feel the energy that is released as a blockage that is released. So then we don't feel the coolness so much. And also something that might be, oh, absolutely. Susan, can you please place your name, his full name on the chat so we can do Bandhan for him? Absolutely, yes. Oh, Alex, perfect. So we can all write his name in our left palm. And in thoughtless awareness, we can do rotations with the right hand above the left palm. So coming from the direction is thumb, pointing finger towards the pinky. And Susan, you can also have the attention on him and invite his Kundalini to rise. But absolutely Bandhan's perfect. Absolutely can do Bandhan. And we will keep him in our Bandhans. You can send us an email. And some of us can do Bandhans for sure. For Alexander Carey to recover from illness. No, absolutely. Anytime you can open up and let us know how he does. All our love and best wishes. Exactly, Bandhan for Susan. Let's do Bandhan for Susan Carey as well. To have the strength. You can see the difference right away when we are doing for Susan compared with for her husband. You can see the different energy, yeah, of course. Okay, so we don't want to keep the session too long. It's amazing that everybody stayed. So last call, if anyone would like to share something, or and then I will just share with you that 1 minute thing. You can go ahead and anyone that wants to talk. Meanwhile, I will just find that 1 minute video and share it with you all and see what you feel.
Hi. I was in the beginning, I was feeling very sleepy and tired, but slowly as the meditation went on, I started to feel more rejuvenated and relaxed. And, especially when working on the left heart and, not working on it, but, just reminding ourselves that we are the spirit and that's our identity, nothing else. That's what really helped like open up and bring back the energy in me and connected me to my spirit. So thank you for the meditation, and the talk obviously was just amazing. I listened to the second half of this talk before, but I got to listen to the first half this time. So thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's awesome. That's good. So here, just it's 35 seconds, less than a minute. You can keep your hands open and see what you feel. I felt that this tree is so vibrant, and I really hope you feel the same. All trees are, or most of the, but no, each tree has its own personality. You can feel it, but so that was it. I felt like it was dancing and in the wind, and I don't know, very alive and very happy. So Yolanda, I think you clicked on the video that Karthik was sharing as a homework or shared. So I think that's why. So it started. That was a recorded session. Oh, I think she left. Okay, so last call. If anyone would like to share what they felt, would be nice. If not, we are good to go.
I always love to hear the rustling of leaves. It's very, very comforting.
Ah, so glad to hear that. Yes.
Have a
No,
great evening,
bye.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
So nice to hear you, Carmela. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Great class. Thank
Thank you so much.
Love
Bye.
you, Anka.
you.
Yes, we love
Me
her.
too.
Ottawa, you are with us.
Hello to your lovely husband. We
Thank you.
miss you. We want you back here.
Well, I just came today from Toronto. My father-in-law
Oh,
sick.